this. Like, getting that down in there, like this, it's just very annoying. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. So today, I'm not feeling the best today, guys. I was working like every day this week, and I just wanted to make a video because honestly, making YouTube always makes me feel a lot better, and I wanted to say thank you guys for supporting my channel and like watching it, because it really is like a huge light in my life and a great escape for me and a way to express myself. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. I wanted to share with you guys my I don't know how many years I've had this for, 2 or 3 year update of my Herbag 31. I asked you guys on my stories if I should do a review on this bag, and I've been wearing it the last few days, and I'm gonna be honest guys, I don't feel like I love it as much as I used to. Like in my collection, it's probably like my least favorite bag. And yeah, I just wanted to give you my honest opinion about it, the pros and the cons, and if you're considering buying it, what you should look out for. So this bag, I wore it today, and to be honest, it's much easier to wear open because closing it is a bit of a hassle. I also feel like as a bag charm bag, it's quite annoying because the bag charms don't really sit properly on it because I always wear it with the flap open. Also, I find that the Kelly is not a great bag charm bag because I feel like when you're opening it and closing it, the bag charm kind of like gets in the way when you're opening it, even though it looks really cute. I think better bag charm bags are definitely like bags like the Birkin, which you wear open, or even like bags like the Bolide, because the bag charm is not getting in the way. But I feel like especially for the Herbag, the bag charm is just like not working out. I sometimes put a bag charm here or like on the side. But anyways, I know that that's not really important. I have owned the Herbag 3 times. So the first time I bought a Herbag, it was secondhand, and I got it for about 2,000 Australian dollars. It was in a bamboo, or it was either bamboo or cactus, and the top of it had like a natural top. And I loved the Herbag because, well, the price point was quite good. It's a really casual bag. You can fit a lot in there. And I love the deconstructed look because you can kind of take off the top. You can take out this rod and take it out and add different straps to it. And even you can interchange the tops. And it's just a very practical, casual bag. It's a lot more low-key compared to other Hermes bags like the Birkin or Kelly, which are a little bit more showy. And yeah, that's why I liked it. But I ended up selling that cactus one because I thought the color was too bright, and then I probably wanted to fund a different bag, like a Chanel bag or something. So I ended up letting that go. And then I ended up buying another one in black with gold hardware. And this one was actually really stunning. I really liked the gold hardware. Later on, I ended up selling that one as well. I bought that one secondhand as well. I think it could have been from Hermes. I can't remember. And that one I also paid under retail. I ended up selling it because I got a Kelly 32. Whoops, a Kelly 32 in black with gold hardware. And because the Herbag 31 is a very similar size, I thought it was a bit silly to have both. I don't know why, but to be honest, if you're comparing the Kelly bag and the Herbag, I feel like they're very different bags actually. The Herbag is a lot more casual than a Kelly. It's lightweight as well, and it's a lot cheaper to buy than a Kelly as well. A Kelly these days can be, you know, depending if it's vintage or new, it can be $10,000 to $20,000. A Herbag, if it's vintage or new, the Herbag can range from literally under $1,000 to like 5,000 Australian dollars. So yeah, you can definitely get a different range of Herbags. Like as I said, if you buy them secondhand, especially a vintage one, you can get them for under $1,000. If you're going to buy a Herbag from the store, new, I think these days I actually forgot what the retail price is. I think it's over 5,000 Australian. Now I bought this third one from the boutique. And yes, I don't know why I bought another one, considering I sold the other 2. To be honest, that was a bit of a mistake. If I could turn back time, would I buy this bag? Honestly, probably not, guys. Like, I don't know why I bought it again, but I think it is literally because I fell in love with this material. This is like Chris Quadrille finish. And actually, I've seen like Hermes, Kellys and Birkins come in this material as well. And this particular finish of the Herbag is much more structured compared to the other previous ones I had, which were more floppy. So this one, it just felt, as soon as I felt it, I thought it felt like way better than the other Herbags I had. And I think because I got sucked into, it was like in the boutique and because it was available to buy, I kind of got sucked into the, oh my gosh, I should definitely buy it. And so I kind of impulse bought it, to be honest. And I've had it for the last few years. Actually, when I was in the store buying this, they had another one available as well. It was like, had a jockey print on it, and that one was quite cool as well. But yeah, I kind of am more drawn to the ones that have more funky details on them. So yeah, I ended up getting this one, and I've had it for the last few years. And let me tell you the pros and cons. Now, I'll say the pros of it, guys. It actually feels like a really substantial, well-made bag for the price. Now, to be honest now, I think I paid about $4,500, which was above the price of a regular Herbag back then, a few years ago, because this material to buy is more expensive than the regular Herbag. So I remember this one was a little bit more expensive than the regular Herbag. But now I think a similar one would cost $5,000 and something, so it has gone up a little bit in price. But it does feel like a really substantial bag. I love how the new ones have the zip at the back, because this just makes it so much more convenient if you want to put your train pass back here, or like a phone or your wallet. It's just a lot more easier to get in and out of than getting it from the front. Now, I also love the back detail. I love the lock hanging here. I think it looks really cool. Actually, I really like the back of the Herbag compared to the front. It kind of reminds me of, like, even, like, down the runway, they have this, like, new Birkin that's, like, flipped inside out. It kind of reminds me of that. Like, it's this more cool, casual look with a pocket. And I even think the Herbag looks good worn this way. Now, it's lightweight. It's also, the Herbag, it tends to be water resistant as well. If I put water on this, it tends to just, like, trickle off. It like balls off. So that's a great pro of the bag. It's actually really good as a rainy day bag, which is great because I live in Melbourne and it tends to just like randomly rain. So I find that this bag is very durable for wet days where you don't want to take a more expensive bag where the leather can blister, because Hermes leather can sometimes blister, which is kind of scary. Now, I will say that the corners are very durable. Like, this canvas is very thick and it keeps the shape quite well. Compared to the other Herbags I had, they were more floppy. But I feel like with this one, you don't even need a bag organizer. Like, it just keeps the structure really well. So it definitely depends what Herbag you choose. Now, the major con of this bag... Okay, here are all the cons, guys. Let me just tell you honestly. The strap... Although it's very thick, it's non-adjustable, so you're stuck at this length of strap. Now, I find that this length for me is actually pretty good as a crossbody, so it hits me like here, and I find that it's actually quite a good length. Now, the biggest con for me is the closure. Like, this is just really annoying to open and close. The only way you can do it is if you pull these straps, you pull that down, then you pull that there, and then you close it like this. I think the bag looks actually cuter closed like this. And then I just like put the bag charm there. That actually looks quite cute. But I just find that opening and closing it is quite annoying. Like, compared to other Hermes bags I have. The handle is quite thick and chunky. And I feel like the whole overall feel of the bag, it doesn't give me the same luxurious... Like, it's definitely well made. It's not that. But I feel like compared to if I have like a Kelly or a Birkin, like something about these bags, I think it's the soft leather and the hardware details where I feel like it just feels like a lot nicer, which it is because it's more expensive. But even in bags like the Lindy, I just feel like this bag feels nicer. I don't know. I think it's just the leather detail. I think I just prefer a full leather bag, to be honest. I just... Yeah, there's more details in these bags, and the Herbag just feels very casual. Like, it just feels not as nice as some of the other Hermes bags. But that being said, there's something about it. I think it's this particular one that I'm drawn to. It's this particular material that I like. So I honestly don't think I would buy another Herbag because I'm not like obsessed with it, to be honest. But this one in particular, I quite like. I quite like the Pegasus one as well. I think that's quite cool. Now, would I buy this again if I had the opportunity? I honestly don't think I would. I think if I had the opportunity to buy this Herbag again, I would probably just save the money and buy another bag. Like, for example, I know this sounds a bit brutal, you guys, but it's true. Like, I think I would rather like save the money to put towards a Kelly or even like a Lindy or a Bolide. I think that those bags just feel a lot nicer. And this bag in particular is just like very, very, very casual, and it's lightweight. But it is very practical, I will say. Like, for days where you just want to like go out to brunch, or you want to be a bit more low key, you want something a little bit more robust and durable, this is a great bag. Whereas I guess with other Hermes bags, maybe you need be a bit more careful. But in general, I find most Hermes bags to be quite durable. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you're saving up, for example, to buy a Birkin or Kelly, and you think that a Herbag is going to replace a Kelly for you, I honestly don't think it is. It doesn't feel the same as like wearing a Kelly or something like that. But I do feel like this bag is like a completely different, it serves a completely different purpose. It's like, it's kind of like wearing like a canvas tote. Like, it's very toned down. It's very casual. Which is really good for days where you want to be very casual. It's kind of like a Louis Vuitton Speedy to me, in like a canvas, or like a Goyard tote. It's that level. Like, it's a very, very casual bag. If you want something a little bit more smart and elevated, then this is like the most casual bag you can get. Now, I know that Hermes, they also do the mini Herbag now, and this to me, I've tried this one on too, and again, it's super duper casual. I would rather put my money towards like a mini Bolide or a mini Plume, or yeah, something like that, I think, than a mini Herbag. I can see the appeal of the mini Herbag, but yeah, the strap and just some of the details, the opening and closing, I find quite annoying. I'd even rather get probably a mini Gypsy Air. I think the main selling point of the Herbag is the price point is really good, but it's still a very expensive bag, you guys. Like, as I said, from the boutique now, this is like $5,000, so it's not small money. So I wouldn't buy a Herbag because you're trying to not buy a more expensive Hermes bag. I would honestly save your money for the more expensive Hermes bag if you can. However, if you already have like a lot of Hermes bags and you want something super duper casual, you want something that could be more versatile for wet weather as well, and you want something that is not as showy, I think a Herbag is a really good option, because it's just it's just a completely different bag basically. But I would say I honestly don't love it as much as some of my other bags that I have in my collection. That being said, I have been like actively making myself wear this more, because I found that I've been neglecting it a lot lately. And I will say that I like this particular combination. I think it's quite pretty. Now, let me show you what fits as well, guys, because I was wearing this today, and I bought all this stuff. So yeah, you just open it like this. Now, I've had mine for a few years, and I find that it's got a few scratches and it starts to wear and soften on these parts. So over time, this leather gets quite soft because it's very stiff when you first get it. So my little sangles have started to get softer, which actually makes it easier to use. But this part here will get scratched. You'll find that this part especially will get dents here. See? It will get dented here. It will get dented here because you have to force this into here, and yeah, you have no other choice. Whereas, like, I feel like with other bags, they're a lot easier to use. Like this, you don't have to force it into this thing. Like, you kind of just wear it like this. It's a lot easier, where, you know, just opening this and that. Like, I would rather, to be honest, than getting this bag, like spending $5,000 on this bag, I'd rather save the money for like a vintage Kelly 32. That's how I feel, honestly, guys. I'd rather get a vintage Kelly 32, something that is easier to open and close, than this. Because I just feel like this, like getting that down in there, like this, it's just very annoying. But most people will wear it open because it is that annoying. So today, guys, so it comes with a zip pouch, which is a good thing. That's really cute. I have my little organizer here. This is my diary. Then I have this. This is my cosmetics pouch. This is a vintage caro pouch in the color Rouge Vif, which is one of my favorite reds. And then I also have my Calvi card holder. Is that Calvi? Yes, that's my Calvi card holder. I have my Bastia coin purse in the color Rose Darling. And then I have my lipstick holder. This is in the color Rouge H in the Madame leather. And then I have my keys as well. This is my keys. And then I have another, I put my dental floss in here. This is my Vert Peppermint Bastia. And yeah, that's about it. That's everything. So you can kind of just chuck. The thing I like about it is you can chuck like chunkier objects. It could definitely fit like sunnies and a few other bits and bobs as well. So it's quite good, but yeah, I will say that it's not my favorite bag, you guys. I'm going to be honest. The opening and closing is the bit that I'm not loving. And then also just this thick leather on the top. I don't love it either. It's very stiff. It's very structured. The canvas is nice, but I do prefer, I don't know, I do prefer just a full leather bag. That's just how I feel. Which is weird because I do change my mind about these things quite often, but I just feel like this. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this. See, this looks more like less casual. And this just looks a bit more serious, right? But then if this was in a retourné, maybe it would be similar kind of purpose to the Herbag. But that being said, the Herbag, as I said, it's more of an all-weather bag. And it's just a lot more toned down. So if you want a really toned down bag, if you're a very casual dresser, I think the Herbag would be good for you. Because sometimes the Cali can look a bit too elegant. I think Birkin is very casual. But I guess sometimes you don't feel as safe with a Birkin because it's an open bag usually and it's a lot more recognizable. So Herbag, I think for traveling would be better. And Herbag, yeah, just to fly a bit more under the radar, I also think it's better. And it's still a gorgeous bag. I do love the details that it has like on the side here. I love the lock feature. So it does have a lot of beautiful details. And is it worth getting? It's honestly, guys, a matter of opinion. I always hear people say, like, people either love or hate it, to be honest. You're either one of these people who buys it in a lot of colors or you buy it and then you sell it. So for me, I'm like, I appreciate the design, but it's not my favorite, to be completely honest. So let me know, guys, do you love or hate the Herbag? And would you recommend it to people who don't have one? See what I mean, guys? Like, it's just a bit of an annoying bag, but yes, I have one nonetheless. So thanks for watching my review today, guys. Yeah, and let me know whether you love or hate the Herbag. I think it's one of those bags, right? And I'll talk to you really soon. Bye!